here for the new expansion. The last one I did was did a dragon priest. Right before that I did a death rattle priest. Let's see, so what else? What should I do next? How about the buff paladin? Alright, or do I do the aggro one first? Actually, I kind of want to see what the aggro one looks like. So it's definitely two of those. I wonder if maybe two of these even. I don't know if that's good enough. Unidentified mall. Call to arms. Recruit 3 minions that cost 2 or less. That one card's just crazy, so you're gonna want. Are you going Silverhand recruit style? Because you could go put the Silverhand recruits in too and put this in, and then you'd be getting this for N511s. At least one quality, right? You're gonna be burning through cards real fast. Do you go Rallying Blades? Let's see, I've got. I don't think you do Rallying Blade. The Amal is better, and you're not going super Divine Shield. How many 1 healths do I have so far? Maybe I do put this plus the Silverhand recruit cards. Definitely that. You probably go on double blessings. Double that. Yeah, so it does look like, unless like what else do I put in here? If I don't go Silverhand recruits. Oh, patches package. Maybe. could go like the Murloc style. What's better, throwing in the Murlocs or doing the new Silverhand recruit stuff? Was there two Silverhand recruit cards or just that one? I had 3 Silverhand recruits. Oh yeah, there's this one too, but that one's like to play. It adds into your hand. And to add the Silverhand recruits to your hand is pretty bad. That would be more of like a hand buff Silverhand recruit deck. Oh yeah, this actually. Is this worth it in aggro? Yeah, the minion is going to die really fast, so you can re-equip this a lot. I think this is actually worth it. Which makes... I mean, since this is going to be drawing through the deck so fast, it's going to be a lot easier to get the lion and the other one comboed. But you have to wait till turn 5 to play those cards, is the problem. In this, so you're going to have 6 5 mana cards or more in an aggro deck. I think it's going to be better just to go the Murloc route. Oh, I forgot about Vine Cleaver too. Man, Dino Size is so underrated. the wax card? This new one. Like, is this worth it? And instead of doing any Murlocs, because you play this on turn 1, and there's no way they got through it, right? So you're almost always going to be able to put Blessing the Might on it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to cut the Murloc package. Draw 3 1-cost minions. And it's a 1-cost minion. In that case, then Rallying Blade. I might want 1 Rallying Blade instead of, because this gives it Divine Shield end card, so that synergizes kind of better than the, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 to 8 Divine Shield effects. So not having Rallying Blade would be kind of weird. Maybe I just forget about equality. I need that for taunts though, like one of them. Maybe I kept 1 blessings. Then I'll have. I think I'll cut a blessings of kings. Put 1 of those in. Right, there's Aggro Paladin. How about just like the buff paladin? Again, you want that. It's like you might as well have the quest, right? Because you're going to be easily getting it just off of the new chick. At least one adaptation. Two Spike Ridge, and I actually like a one dino size to cap things off. Got almost half the deck left, and I can go a couple of different routes. I could either go like the hand buff route, or I can go like, since I have the quest, I could go more of like a rapid fire to complete the quest and go with more cheap stuff. I don't know how this works for sure. If it works, how like if you like buff it, do you get like the buffed minion, a copy of that? I think you do. I'll just try it. And like I think this might be good. Yeah, and if that's the case, Wait, where's the new weapon? Because giving +4/+2 to one of these things is actually good. These are 1-cost minions. What's the 4-mana one? Is recruit 3 minions that cost 2 or less. And what's the other one that already exists? It's add them to your hands, right? It's for 3. Draw 3. So that'll be like more draw for the stuff in my hand, and then I'll do if that's the case, I want a little bit more cheap minions. Probably a couple more good 2-drop ones, right? Alright, I've got all those divine shields, so I do want probably 2 rallying blades. I got a lot of weapons though now. I guess this is probably good. I do feel like I needed like some good 2-drops. I actually only have. These are my only 2-cost cards. I could do a Prince deck. And then I'd have to be giving up. Like, those are okay, but that's really good though, actually. I'm gonna try it without that. Direwolf could be good. I kind of want this deck to be more impactful when drop minions though. Because like just that getting pulled is just not good, but it's okay, I guess. Knife juggler. I kind of need more draw and stuff too, actually. Maybe I'll put a loot order. Take out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is good. Alright, alright. New. Which one do I want to do next? I can't really mess with Druid until like I figure out how the hell this actually works, because you could build a whole deck around it, but or maybe you can't, depending on how bad it is. Alright, I'll do an OTK priest. I'll do 2 of them. First I'll do dragon OTK. So that's gonna be Taurus. Probably want 2 of these because you're just trying to stall as long as you can. So the main thing though is you're stalling and you want Temporis and Alexstrasza. And just that alone like puts them down to 7. Like if even if Temporis dies, that's 7. If Temporis doesn't die, then that's a one-off lethal just with that alone. Because Alex brings them down to 15. Like I think this is a better version of the OTK than like people are talking about like the Velen type stuff. But this is that Velen stuff is obviously you can kill me in one turn with a bunch of different kinds of combinations, but this is a lot less cards just to get them to near lethal. So you go Alex, like Temporis, and then they will live or not. Alex, of course. Yeah, and with that, this one also, it matters less how much they heal up. You could also do an ancient one where you play Temporis and then you play ancient one, pass, play ancient one again. You do an ancient one priest. But it doesn't get to attack right away. So again, so this deck, that's the backbone of it right here, just these 2 cards. So then what else do you want to do? I'm doing a dragon themed one, right? But it's a stalling dragon one, so you want double that. Like this is just good. That's AoE. This is good. So anything that stalls and clears. you're probably not going to be able to cast 3 spells in a turn, right? Because you're mostly doing one big spell to clear. Could go Malagos as like a backup plan with just one spell. Or 2 spells of damage. Let me think about it. So let's put Malagos. It'll be like a double, 2 chances at OTK. If you can't draw Alex, you can still OTK with a Malagos and its dragon theme. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And then you go so you're wanting to draw into this, probably double circle, double, and double Archnai, so you could clear and heal up your minions. One of those for healing yourself. Double Death, double Pain, Shadow Visions, and then 1 Mind Blast. Or it'd be better to have a card that could also hit the board, maybe. That's only 5 damage and it's more. Because if I just put 1 Mind Blast, then I can copy it with the Shadow Visions. And I've got so much late game clear already, right? Maybe I don't want 2 Bookworms. Maybe I want. Because what happens here? I got Dragonoid, Bookworm, Bookworm. I think it'll be better if I have 2 Shadow Visions. So maybe instead of, because I am doing click, since I have, oh man, I don't know. Maybe I don't need Archnai since I've got the dragons. And since I'm not doing Archnai and Circle to draw, or I don't need Circle so much, right? But Archnai could also damage. So it's still only 20. So that's like not an OTK anyway. So it's more like I have to use it as a follow-up after Alex. I can't play Malagos before Alex. So I definitely don't want to put 2 of those in. I think that's just like the extra pop. It's like 10 extra damage if, say, I put them down to 7 or 1, and then they heal up a little bit. I can drop that and put more pressure. 2 deaths. No, I think I could cut a death, and then if I have to use 2 deaths, then I'll draw 4 with Shadow Visions. Or I could go for 3 Mind Blasts if it's looking like a game where I need that. Save. Okay, now we do 1 with the Velen style slots of spells where you're guaranteed if you just hold on to the spells, you can, if they don't have more than 30 health, then they're gonna die. So again, Temporis. You are still stalling again. So a lot of the same stuff. Do that. This is gonna have double Mind Blast though for sure. Double Shadow Visions. One of these to stall heal. I could probably put at least 1 Priest of the Feast in this one version too. And this one I can put, and when I'm going to want these, I'm going to want 2 Holy Smites. Velen. A little more stall and heal there. Dragonfire. I can't use the new dude. Maybe I don't do Arcanine Circle, maybe I just do the more similar, like the Big Priest. I'll do I could do a Malygos backup on this one. If I can't draw into Velen. Because let's see. Or do I just do Faceless? What am I thinking? Might be easier just to do Faceless. But then that's more specific. Wait, can you, if with just Velen, this is, so the Velen is 7 mana plus Mind Blast and Holy Smite, that's 10, 14, and then you have 10 more mana, so you could do another 14 with the same. There's only 3 mana, and then one of the one of the holy fires is 12, so that's 28 or 14. But that's yeah, 28 plus 12. I mean, that's 40 right there. But that requires you drawing a lot of spells and not having used any of those ones to clear, so it's a little more risky. If you do a Velen, Mind Blast, Holy Smite, that's 14, and then you can next turn you can Faceless, and it's just one more Mind Blast is 30. Or you could just wait till the next turn, Faceless, Mind Blast, and that's 40 damage. So it's probably easier just to do a Faceless Manipulator instead of, because you could also do Malagos would be if you didn't double up anything. Well, +5, right? So those are the same as being doubled, and then the Holy Smites are more than doubled. So again, but this one you can only play one Holy Smite, so the Holy Smite is 6, and then the next turn is, oh yeah, actually, but I wasn't counting the Prophet Velen as 7 charge-in damage. So that, I mean, that's another 7. That's like well over 3. That's like 47. So the Malagos is less damage for that too. This is also the Malagos is less vulnerable than the Manipulator though to getting Dirty Ratted, because if this gets hit by Dirty Rat, it's going to be really hard to remove. And if either Dirty or Faceless gets manipulated, then that really hurts that type of deck. But if Malagos gets Dirty Ratted, then it's not as big of a deal. Maybe I could do all 3 actually, because they even just like, let's see, but let's add this up first. So the one Holy Smite is 7 damage, plus another 4 is 11. So that's 11 plus 10 more mana's worth of spells. So like 2 Mind Blasts would be another 20. So that's 31. So that one just barely gets there, which is fine unless they have armor. But a lot of these decks have armor, especially there's going to be a lot of druids. Right off the bat, there's not going to be any Dirty Rats. But again, I want to make a deck that is going to be able to compete later on when people are playing Dirty Rats to disrupt these combos. Because OTK Priest could be pretty dangerous, but I know it's so risky. It's the only way to like see if letting the other player take 2 turns is just going to end you like repeatedly, which is, I'm thinking it might. It's probably like, in the end, this card might not even be playable. So what happens, what would I cut then? Oh, I like the Priest of the Feast though, because I don't have very many. I pretty much have no minions, and then I can combo that with all my fishing spells to fish and heal at the same time. So I like having at least one of those. I guess I don't really need Anduin, right? He's only going to be removing 5/5s and giving my 5 armor, and then I won't be able to other than that, I guess if I'm running out of time and I'm on the clock, I could just go in with Malagos or Velen and like almost put them to lethal and then try to finish it off with Anduin. That's why he's worth it. Maybe I don't do Shadow or Touche Pains. But it's just pretty greedy to have all three. Oh, I guess the Obsidian statues probably. I'll cut that. So then I'm tripling up on my chances. Technically, with just this or just this, I can OTK. But adding Manipulator to either one of those really makes it really easy to OTK. Like way less combo pieces required. OTK Priest. Yeah, this is going to be... Temporis is one of the hardest cards to evaluate because it's like clearly it could be it could be either broken or it could be unplayable. That's it definitely can be broken though, but it's a lot more likely to be. I guess not I say more likely, but it's guaranteed that it could or not. It definitely can be broken, but it's like depending on what what decks are going to be getting played. If you are you going to be playing at some like tons of tempo rogues and pirate warriors, so you can't even like get to turn 9 or 10, let alone get to that turn 9 or that turn and like have 2 things go off. Oh yeah, can I OTK Mindless Holy Smite easily? I could still like over the course of like 2 or 3 turns with these guys kill them if Temporis got pulled. Kobolds and Catacombs. I kind of want to. There's a ton of different ways to make Big Priest. That'll be fun. Might do that next. But it's not. That one's not that different. Well, maybe it is. I did Mill Rogue already. I haven't done any mage decks or druid, but again, druid's too up in the air for me to mess with until like I figure out how this works. Unless I go try to make a pure beast druid deck. I haven't done any shaman stuff. gotta be some weird, crazy shenanigans with this. Oh yeah, I did want to do definitely some warlock stuff. Let's do the quest Zulok one, and then I'll do like a more legitimate, like slightly slower zoo. Curry sacrifice. Okay, double sulfur, double Malkazar's this. Let's hold off on these guys. Definitely that. This is probably really good, but no. Maybe. Double Cloud of Cataclysm. Like with this card, you can not even have so many discard focused minions and get a quest done, which means you don't have to play like these. But this is, we go with that and those two. Yeah, I guess you don't really need this or this necessarily. What's that? There's also, you could do, whoops. So you go Doom, like I don't have, actually it's the new card that does a random spell. You know, two of those, lots of card draw to fuel these discards more. This is just really good statted. I'm doing a lot of damage to myself with those minions. At least one of these, right? At the start of your turn, summon a random demon, so that it works good with of these are demons, so this is a maybe. Reveal a spell in your deck, summon a random minion with the same cost. See, if you do this plus Doom, that's insane, but you'd want to do that in a zoo deck with no other spells, and so with like you might be able to want to do no spells. You get it might be worth having no Soulfires in that kind of deck, but in a discard deck you have to have the Soulfires. So this would just be summoning a 1/1 or a 1-cost minion. If you hit the Soulfire, and then Cataclysm would just be really bad if you hit that. Like the Doom wouldn't be bad because it would be summoning such a big minion. So no, you can't play this card in that one. So that. If I played the weapon, then having that in my hand would be really worth it. But then it might just be, this might just be stuck, like getting stuck up in my hand. And I guess it's never fully stuck because it can get discarded, but I can't play it. Like all these cards I can play. Because having this is going to slow down the quest a lot. And if I'm going in a mirror, like it can just straight up zoo, playing the quest on turn 1 is already going to be slowing me down. So then I can't really get slowed down again on turn 5. Was she a demon too? She's not even a demon. And that could get pulled. That's kind of weak. No, I think I'm not going to do the weapon in this one for sure. Put that in there because you are drawing cards a lot. But again, it's a big tempo loss. So maybe I can do 2 of these spell stones. I wonder if 1 spreading plague is worth it. Or spreading madness. You could clear up the board early and get those spells going. I'm gonna try one. What the hell, man? Maybe 1 treachery to do a Halfing combo too. But is there anything else I want to give them? I kind of want to do a whole treachery themed deck. That just flicks with them. Where's Defile at? I guys passed it, right? Double Defile for sure. I don't need as much board clear because I should have a board advantage. This might be worth it actually, just this one last finisher, because if you get it off, you're going to get probably at least one Doom Guard probably back. So it's like a 5 mana charge, and draw a card for each. Maybe I can't do that. Demon, 4 demons, 6 demons, 8 demons, 10 demons. This is worth it. I feel like I need another 2-drop minion. I've got enough clear. I could do. What else? There was something else I was thinking. Oh, this, but how much? I got that good 3-drop. I got this. Yeah. One of these guys. This is probably too slow. And maybe I just. Oh man, there's so many demons though. That would just end the game if I got to 10. If somehow things got to turn 10. We'll see how much it gets to 10. How this plays out. The thing is in a discard deck, this is going to get discarded a lot. A lot of my demons will get discarded too, so maybe it won't bring back that many. But like I said, on average, we usually get at least 1 Doom Guard. With Cataclysm in there, I probably never get to play this anyway, but so I'm just going to get rid of that and do another Councilman. go and make another warlock. Oh yeah, I want to do a control one too. Do just straight up Zudo now. But that Zudo. That Doom Zudo. Although I don't even have Doom actually, so I'd have to craft 2 for this. Let me just see how this works out. So you go to Doom, and then you go 2 of Twilight Spiteful Summoners. So, and you have Doom as the only spell in your deck. We'll see how this looks first. If it doesn't even look good, then whenever a minion dies. With this, actually I should have put this in instead of the crap. Before I make this deck, I'm gonna go back to my decks and edit the other decks. I forgot about that worm. At least one of those for the councilman. Corridor Creeper, so we cut a Darkshire Councilman. Maybe a Blood Clean Lanithel too. But this doesn't even have to be in your hand, right? So let's do... cut the councilman. Now we'll go Doom. Two of those, 2 of those. I don't want this, I already got... Don't want 2 Dooms though. I don't want 2 in my deck actually, but if I draw one, then these guys don't even work. So that's why I actually do want 2 Dooms. Oh, but see with regular Zood, then you have 1 more minion that is doing damage to yourself. So you have 3 minions that do 2 damage. So Oh, and then that means you can't use defile either. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth the gimmick. Especially for me, since I don't even think I have one doom. So this one you do want the weapon for sure. Whoops, what was that? You could play none of these and do the prince though. So what other 2-drops would I want? Oh yeah, I'm cutting Direwolf for that too. What's that new card that's like kind of like Tarky, but it has more attack? No other minions gain. No, that one's not good then. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Plus 1 life tap, and I'm already at 14 damage, so this could be good. Plus I'm going to be getting hit, obviously. If I'm having the weapon also. This is almost becoming a control lock though. How could I not put void walkers in there? Possessed villagers, do they make the cut? They're not that strong anymore. I could do a siphon. I mean, it looks like I could get pretty high, but this should like just finish people like more mid-range. It's like a mid-range zoo. So having the hero Death Knight is not really good. Isn't very good. How many demons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a lot of demons. So this is actually good. But then they have to be on the board, and most of them aren't. It's like I won't be able to play it till like turn 8 on some of them. But with the weapon, that's a different story, I guess. If I put 2 imps in, the imps just to synergize with that. The Doom Guards, and because they're good 1 mana targets, and I can put. Oh wait, I can't do. But if I do that just for the Blood Bloom, then I can't do Blood Bloom because of the whole Doom thing. It's making doing the Doom thing's making it a little weaker earlier on defensively because there's no spells. Oh yeah, these. I need some more like. Oh, I could do one that generates spells. Oh yeah, there's always like Cabal Courier. Actually, I like this better. Cut one Melchisor's imp for 2 of these. Doom Zoo. Okay, one last deck for tonight. It's gonna be Control Warlock. Maybe it'll be more mid-ranges. Maybe it'll look kind of like this deck right there, but I guess that deck's... Yeah, let's go for just a full Control Warlock guy. Which means... probably a Bone Mare. Where's the... If it's control, I don't know if I want the new spell. Did I not put this guy in that deck? Did I fuck up again? Oh, this was the other one. Okay, no, I got it right. Okay. This is really good in this because you have so much board clear. You're just going to clear everything on by at least one of the turns. Even if it happens later, you're going to get this a free 5/5 while you're clearing the board over and over again. So this is the one where the weapon's mostly going to be good. Because of that, normally you wouldn't want to have so many Doom Guards, but you want double Doom Guard now with that weapon in there. And you'll have a little less demons overall, right? Double Defile. Double those guys. This is the one where you're going to want because you want 2 of the spell stones, you're definitely gonna want 2 of these guys. And I do think a 1 Spreading Madness for sure is good in this deck. Oh yeah, we want 2 of the new demons. Void Lord works really amazing with that weapon. Which I don't know if maybe, yeah, you're going to be going for a bounce back, but then you don't want this to get summoned from your hand. So the thing is, like, you're probably going to get hit down to 15 pretty quick, but you're going to be able to bounce back up quick too and stabilize. So you probably can play 2 of these and they'll be really good. Yeah, I'll go for it. There's going to be a lot of dragons, right? One of these has to be good. But one... Oh, because the priest matchup is going to be the roughest. Like, any of the a lot of the priests, like especially the OTK ones. So maybe you could beat the OTK ones down with this real quick. Yeah, I'm going to have 2 of those. And since you're trying to get those spellstones up, this draws cards and it's a 1-drop and it hurts you. So I got 1 more card. Some early stuff I need more. Oh yeah, I guess there's this beast. It's a early minion that gives you a little armor, but then that makes it so those effects that hurt your health don't hurt it anymore, and you don't want that. It doesn't. It's anti-synergy with the spell. So since the OTKs and the combo decks are scary, those dragon ones, is that enough? Or maybe I put 1 gnome to like try to fuck that up. Could go Mortal Coil. It works well with the file. I feel like maybe I should just put like a Tar Creeper. Oh, wait a minute. Stonehill's just got way better. I get more Void Lords. And I was gonna just have 1 of these guys. I'm gonna have 1 of those guys. Still looking pretty like a pretty strong deck, but it definitely loses to OTK decks. Like there's just it's too slow, but the dragons, that one minion, the 3 mana 4/3 minion that does 6 damage to a dragon should help out. And then I can get these out on pretty fast tempo too while clearing the board. Man, but if I have Spreading Madness, I could get that upgraded quick, which makes... Oh wait, yeah, since I'm using that too and upgrading it quick, it'll be a little harder to hit 15 also, so this card's a little more iffy right now in this deck. If you didn't run Spellstones, it would probably be better, but alright, so that's it tonight. I'm gonna do some more theory crafting at some point tomorrow. Probably. I might like save a little bit for the day of, like, cause one of the times I just went like hog wild and I did a little too much theory crafting and I made it so like I just straight copy pasted all my decks and didn't think about it much, and then I just ran through all the possible decks real fast and there wasn't much experimenting left to do, like figuring out like during the game, so it was mostly just adjusting what I already had, so that was a little less fun. So I might just, this might be the last I do of it, but I might do some more. I don't know.